Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the DF Barnes Arena for tonight's matchup between the Pinnacle Growlers and the East Coast Blizzard. The last time these two teams played was Sunday morning at 10 a.m., so an early rise for both of these teams. The Pinnacle Growlers beat the East Coast Blizzard 6-2 in that one. They have yet to beat the East Coast Blizzard on home ice in almost 2 full seasons. So tonight, will it be the night that the Growlers finally end the Blizzard curse here at the DF Barnes Arena? Can they get Blizzard out of the forecast, or will the Blizzard still get stuck in DF Barnes Arena and cause another emergency alert? Folks, it's going to be a great game tonight between two fantastic teams, the two favorites to make it to the finals this year of the NLU18 Major Hockey League division. This is going to be a fun one. Both teams want to get back at each other. Growlers want to pick up where they left off. Blizzard want to get some revenge in a building they love to win in. Jesse Harnum is getting the nod in net tonight for the Growlers. And at the other end of the ice, it's Ty Comden who will be in between the pipes for the East Coast Blizzard. He had a fantastic game against the Growlers in October. And let's see if he can pick up where he left off here tonight. He was absolutely peppered with shots that game. All right, both teams ready to go. This is going to be an incredible game. These two teams, probably the biggest rivals in the league. The all-Eastern matchup. And another lineup change here tonight. Andy Knight, Nolan Avery, Brandon Philpott has been moved back down. Micah Tucker promoted to the first line. Nolan Avery missed the game against the East Coast Blizzard on Sunday, so he's looking to get back on track here. He was dealing with a little bit of an upper body injury that's been nagging him all year, but looks like he's ready to play here tonight. It's going to be a dandy game. We are underway live from the DF Barnes Arena. My name's Seth Hyde. Glad to have you spending your Friday night with us. It's passed ahead. Micah Tucker right off the races. Growlers were extremely late coming out to the warm-up tonight. Warm-up started a little bit early, and East Coast Blizzard were out right away. I don't know what Trevor Budgell was saying in the dressing room. So let's see if that late warm-up will work out for him here. Passed ahead. Nolan Avery dumps it down low. Pilgrim has it on the wall. Michael Pilgrim trying to take it ahead. Played back into Andrews. Andrews off the boards to Kelly. Kelly looking for a pass up the middle to Ethan Percy. Andrews looks to take it all the way, shoots it, hit a body and hit the netting with 19:03 remaining here in this first period of play. Great effort by the Blizzard there. Yet to have a shot on net in the first minute so far. It's passed out to Flynn right off the draw. Shoots it just wide of the net. Well, if you watch the under 13 AAA Hitman, you'll recognize the last name Flynn. Declan Flynn's younger brother Reardon plays for the under 13 AAA Hitman. Here's Skinner coming in and shooting just over the net. Looked like it got a piece of Comden. And now it's Chafe walking in. Oh, off the crossbar. What a shot. And he almost had a beauty goal there. He's a part of our number of interviews tonight. We have 8 players that we'll be interviewing during the first and second intermission, so be sure to not go anywhere. You don't want to miss any of those. A lot of them are some funny interviews. Even Brandon Philpott takes a shot at my precious Toronto Maple Leafs, so I don't know if I'll get as excited when he scores anymore after that. But yeah, we're interviewing 8 players, so a hefty list of people. Al did a great job. We wanted to fit in everybody before the end of the season. We couldn't get Ben O'Brien, so we'll hopefully have him by the playoffs. He was out with an injury, I believe, when we went to practice the other day to get the interviews, and we just missed out on him. So Ben O'Brien, if you're watching from home, we're waiting for you. You're the last one we need to get an interview from. Malachi Marner chasing it down into the zone, and I'm surprised him and his brother Elias haven't taken inspiration from Mitch Marner with the bubble cage that he had a couple of nights ago against the Seattle Kraken, where he scored a hat trick after taking a puck to the face. Maybe they should have taken some inspiration, scored a hat trick themselves. Here's Marnell. Spurl with him as well. He left it behind and he gave it right to Reed Chafe. Now it's Philpott back over to Chafe. Philpott back with his old line mate Reed Chafe, and now AP Leo Avery, who gets called up tonight. The last game he played on home soil with the Growlers was against the Blizzard, and he scored in that game as well. So let's see if he'll keep that streak going. Pilgrim over Devereaux. Nice move, losing Quinlan. Devereaux plays it around the boards. Left behind by Comden. And given away to Huzzy, a shot, rebound, and Comden hangs on with 16:54 left to go. Connor Huzzy, another one of the players we interview during the intermission. Great effort by him to try to poke in the second time of asking there. Almost beat Ty Comden. He's going to be a hard netminder to beat in tonight's game. He always is, especially after last game as well. Also, folks, the canteen is open here at DF Barnes Arena once again, which is great to see. We're definitely missing Mark and Stephanie Sexton, who are Reese Sexton's parents. They used to run the canteen pretty much every Pinnacle Growlers game, so we're happy to see it back open. Here's Huzzy. And on the corner, Quinlan tries to free it, and it's broken free by Connor Huzzy to Canes. Now Pilgrim tees it up and shoots. Hit a body. Pilgrim again, down low. Huzzy trying to chase after it. It's broken free to Kearley. Now Huzzy tries to take it out front. Marner looks to break it free, and he does. Being chased down by Holy Heart Highlanders teammate Daniel Kearley, and he wins that race. Devereaux over to Pilgrim. Pilgrim, nice saucer pass to Devereaux, just a little bit too much on it. Knight managed to keep it in. Devereaux with the shot, hit a stick and hit the netting, and it's out of play. Down low, down. Sends it up the middle. Beautiful pass to Kosh. Kosh takes it to the net. Tucker Looks to free it now, Marner. Dumping it in, it goes out to Kosh, just couldn't fit it into the back of the net. Chafe clears it down the ice. Now Malachi Marner has it in his own end. Sent up to Kosh. Given away to Andy Knight, who shoots a save in net by Comden. And it took a deflection and almost came out in front of the net, which would have left Ty Comden scrambling. Actually, a little fun fact, Nolan Avery was right there ready for the rebound, has yet to score against the East Coast Blizzard this year. He's played in 3 games against them so far. He has 2 assists, but has yet to score. So let's see if he can change that motive here tonight. And off the face-off even, took the shot on Comden, and he gets the blocker up. Seems like Ty Comden has a very strong blocker side, which is usually the weakness of a lot of netminders. Valor's going to need to find another way to beat him. So I'd say the way to do it is create chaos in front of that net. One out to the point. Andrews off the draw. Took a deflection and just hit off the pad. We don't know if you could hear our copyright-free music as our solution to muting the headset. At least you have still a little bit to listen to, so just let us know down below if you could hear that okay. We're just testing it out. This is a dry run here to just try it out on the live stream. Here's Tucker trying to use the body. Now Andrews, oh, he almost lost it, and it's covered up in net by Comden. In walks Gillespie from the point, tried to take a quick shot, just missed it. And I noticed that Noah Butcher forgot his jersey coming to the game tonight, so he had to wear his practice jersey during the warm-up, and now he finally got his jersey as he makes his way to the bench. And we have another icing call here. Not a very offensive one to get started so far. Down low to Drew Anstey, the AP, or one of 2 APs for the Blizzard tonight. Here's Spurl. Tried to give it to Pilgrim. Pilgrim lost it. Now Connors. Down low. Sent up to Tilly. Nice play off the boards to Bolin, who tried to get it. And now in walks Marnell, who just avoided the hit from Brady Ralph. Skinner absorbs the hit from Gavin Connors. Here's Bolin. Over to Gillespie. Pass ahead to Tilly, who redirects it in down low. Pilgrim has it behind the net. Taking it up ice, tried to send it up the middle, and it's Brandon Philpott who looked to give it to Reed Chafe. Played around the boards to Pilgrim. Now Philpott tried to take it over. Malachi Marner walks in from the point. A shot on net, rebound comes free. Now Elias Marner. Down low to Russell. Russell. It's given away to Pilgrim, who banks it off the boards. Now Flynn plays it. Oh, it took a weird bounce, and the net does come off. What an opportunity that was there for the Growlers. The weird bounces we always see at DF Barnes Arena. They've caused a lot of goals that we've seen over the years here. A lot of funky bounces off the boards that just came right out front, asking for someone to slam it into the bottom corner. Here's Marner. Nice pass. It looked like it was for Quinlan, but it ended up working out and getting to Russell. And there's another weird bounce off the boards. Patty Quinlan takes that over. A shot by Marner just wide. Sent up the middle. Canes tried to turn and collect it on the other side. Sent off the boards. Played up the middle, but Russell's going to take it back and turn it down into the corner. Huzzy hit off his heel and made its way back into their own end as Pilgrim's going to use his space with Carey going to the net, and looked like Pilgrim got tripped up there on the play by the ghost of Christmas past. No, just kidding. Here's Pilgrim sending it out in front. Nice recovery there to get it to Carey. And it's down low all the way around the boards to Chafe. Now Huzzy brought down on the boards. Andrews up the middle, and Finley Dobbin, his first shift back out onto the ice since October. We're glad to see him out here just testing it out. We had a funny interview with him last week during the Tri-Pen game, telling us about some of the pranks he does in the locker room. There's Tucker taking it in, trying to drive it to the net. Avery in there as well. Avery waits. Oh, that's a nice pass to Chafe, and an even better save by Ty Comden. Lovely stop from him to keep that one out of the net and keep this game scoreless. Down low to Earl. Tries to take it out of the zone. Knight dumps it back in. Earl gave it away. Knight, nice pass in front to Tucker. Rebound comes free, and Avery is going to try to get a hold of it. It's down low, Gavin Connors. Avery slowly creeping in. Pilgrim takes it over, sends it up to Kosh. Kosh with it, trying to take it in. Now Pilgrim looks to take it over. Sent down the ice. Earl gonna chase. Comden leaves it for him. Kosh wide open on the other side, but it was intercepted by Bolin. Around the boards, Skinner. Gillespie, shot tipped just over the net. And it goes up and out of play, and we got another whistle with 9:37 remaining here in the first period of play. Great game so far from these two teams. Down low is Flynn, who takes it up the other side. Flynn banked it off the boards, and icing waved off. Ralph ahead, Tilly off the boards, and all the way down it goes. Skinner looking to get there. Marner beat him to it, and it is going to be another icing call with 9:08 remaining in the first period of play. Slow start to this one. Lots of pressure so far on Ty Comden, but he hasn't broken just yet. Marner, shot blocked by Quinlan, banked off the boards by Skinner. He just couldn't get enough to send Tilly off on a rush. Gillespie brought down on the boards. Spurl tried to send it in. Gillespie. Bolin in there as well, trying to free it. And now it's Bolin again. Lots of bodies down there on the boards, looking to set the puck free. And Marnell is waiting in front of that net. Pass over to Marner. Spurl driving in there as well. Ralph taken down, and looks like Spurl is off to the penalty box here. Jesse Harnum rushing to the bench, and we got some pushing and shoving here after the whistle. Nothing too serious just yet. And for the first time this game, the Growlers are on the power play. So let's see what they can do and see if we can get a bit of offense here to get things started live from the DF Barnes Arena. This game is brought to you by NL Kubota Limited. NL Kubota Limited serves you as your full-line Kubota dealer with a large inventory of farm and construction equipment. One store out in Central and one here in St. John's. So lots of places you can get your Kubotas. Tucker off the face-off, goes all the way down the ice, and it's Devereaux who's going to pick it up. Last weekend, Andy Knight was part of the 4A Indoor Soccer Provincials with the Gonzaga Vikings. It was actually held at Gonzaga. His two brothers were the coaches of the team as well. So it was really a Knight family affair, that indoor soccer team. Devereaux with quite the shot on net there. Comden manages to see it through traffic. Knight to Tucker. Back out for Knight. Devereaux. Knight finds Avery, but Russell just got enough to make it go sideways. Now Knight flicks it into Tucker, and Knight gets it back. Devereaux. Avery wide open, walks in and tees up a shot blocked by Russell. That one had the sting. Marner trying to clear it. It's Devereaux who's going to move in for it. Now Knight coming in on net. Tucker brought it in and just barely avoiding the offsides call there. Now it's Reed Chafe. Dumbing it down low. Avery moving in. Nolan Avery to Andy Knight, and now Tucker takes it over. Pilgrim going on a rampage down there on the boards. Now it finds its way free to Chafe, who was ready for a quick shot. Just couldn't get it off in time. Devereaux over to Nolan Avery. Now Andy Knight, a shot, rebound is freed in front, and it's cleared by Russell. Relentless pressure here by the Growlers for these last 2 minutes. And they just barely get it out of the zone. Great hustle by Elias Marner, and we're back to even strength. But Nolan Avery taking it in on net, shoots, and he scores! Nolan Avery's drought against the Blizzard is over at 4 games. As soon as we got back to even strength, Avery takes it into the zone. The last 3 goals on home soil for the Growlers. His first of the night, his first against the Blizzard this season. Beauty shot, beating Comden from the top of the circle. And it was all Growlers for those 2 minutes. Here's Tilley. Lost it on the boards to Ethan Percy, who played it down low. Malachi Marner waits at the point, almost kept it in. Broken up by Brandon Philpott, who plays it down low. Now Devin down. Up the middle, here's Kosh. Now to Ethan Percy, who has 7 points against the Growlers this season in 4 games. Now it looks like the Blizzard are going to have an opportunity here to make something happen on the power play. It's a hooking call against Jack Chafe. And now the Blizzard will send out their special teams unit for the first time this game on the power play. What an opportunity for them to even up this game here. Just after the Growlers got a little bit of momentum. Blizzard are definitely missing Luke Power and Jordy Flynn tonight. Jordy Flynn is their second leading point scorer this season. He also just recently made the national ball hockey team for Canada for his age group. Same with Brandon Philpott on the Growlers, as well as Reed Chafe, I do believe, as well. Looks like Ethan Percy is headed off the ice here. He's going down into the dressing room. We hope he is okay, and we hope he'll be back by the end of the game. Here's Pilgrim trying to drive it in. Now Connors. Out to the point. Andrews over to Kosh, and Harnum tracks that one down. Kearley moving in. Sent in on goal. Rebound to Kosh. Down behind the net with Pilgrim waiting at the point, and we got another penalty coming up here against the Growlers. It's going to be 5-on-3 here for exactly a minute, and it is a holding call against Nathan Pilgrim. The two guys we interviewed are both in the penalty box here now, so maybe we shouldn't have just interviewed Nolan Avery in the box. Maybe we should interview Jack and Nathan as well. So 4:28 remaining in the first period. A minute for 5-on-3. And what an opportunity for the Blizzard to take a lead here at DF Barnes Arena. Devereaux. Out to Pilgrim. Walks in and shoots. Harnum saw that through traffic somehow. Out at the blue line, nice shot by Pilgrim. It's turned aside by Harnum. Here's Andrews. Waits, takes the shot. Rebound in front for Kosh, who couldn't bat it down in time. And now Pilgrim in front. And I don't know what happened there. Oh, the net came off. I thought the ref thought Jesse Harnum had it covered there for a second. So 24 seconds remaining on the power play for the Blizzard. Let's see what they can draw up here. That's 5-on-3. There's still a minute 24 left to go on the other penalty. See what they got up their sleeve. It's Gillespie trying to clear it. Spurl has the puck, tried to send it out to the point, but Flynn breaks it up and it makes its way all the way down the ice. Here's Marner. Marner, pass in front. Flynn takes it over. We're back to 5-on-4 now as Chafe comes flying in. And nets off again here as Chafe came out of the penalty box. And that'll give the chance for both of these teams to make a quick line change, which is what the Growlers will do here. So Nolan Avery's goal is the only goal we have so far, as the Blizzard are trying to even up this game here on the power play. Malachi Marner down low to Spurl. Ben Spurl, Marner, and Al Flynn from the corner, shot wide, and it just gets out of the zone. Played back in, Connors taking it in on goal. Spurl has it. Left it behind, Gillespie. And now Tucker, fanned on the clearance. Jack Chafe has the puck on the board. Spurl, Chafe takes it over, turns around and sends it down the ice. That should be enough to get Pilgrim out of the penalty box. And we're back to even strength. Great penalty kill by the Growlers there. Blizzard had lots of opportunities. Just couldn't seem to get it past Harnum. It's given away on the boards. Chafe tried to get a hold of it out to the blue line to Earl. Dump back down low. And Harnum is going to take it and cover it up with 2:07 left to go. And folks, I'm wondering where the Christmas music is here at DF Barnes Arena. I know you guys can't hear it because we're trying to avoid getting copyrighted at all costs. But I think we need some more Christmas tunes here. This is the last Growlers home game until next year. Earl takes the shot on Harnum and he turns it aside. Dobbin, oh, nice pass. It's Skinner. And Tilley driving. Skinner tried to send it over to Tilley, and he just put it too far ahead. Now it's out Bolin in front, And it's Skinner. Oh, how did that stay out? Andrews with a nice defensive play. Tilly trying to get it. Russell looks for it on the boards. Bolin down low to Skinner. Up to Bolin. Bolin gave it away. Russell. Gillespie tried to dump it in to the corner. Here's Tilly. Tilly plays it down low. Bolin trying to get it. Tilly searches for the puck. Around the boards now, Kelly to Tilly. And now Kelly takes it back, looking to free it out. Bolin moves in, sends it down low. Pilgrim has it on the wall, sent out to the point. Bolin was waiting to pressure, but Patty Quinlan got to the puck too quickly. A shot just wide of the cage. Now Devin down with Pilgrim on his right side. Sent up the middle. Butcher moves in and plays it down around the boards and right to Kosh. Up to Skinner, who redirected it down the ice and just a little bit too far forward, and that will be a icing call against the Growlers. Lots of icings this game so far. Seems like there's been a lot of icings in recent Growlers games. The one against Tri-Pen there, it's that 2 weeks ago now. There was a lot of icing calls in that game. Both teams were just playing it conservative. Here's Pilgrim. Broke it free to Devereaux. Is there time for one more rush? No, it looks like they are just going to run out here. Sent up the middle to Skinner, and that's going to do it after our first period of play. Final score after one is 1 for the Growlers and none for the Blizzard. Folks, we have some interviews for you, so don't go anywhere. Hey everyone, this is No Time Off with Seth Hyde, and I'm joined here with Nathan Pilgrim. Nathan, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Nathan, we interviewed you at the Danny Clary Hockey Showcase, and you said your goal this season was to make the Pinnacle Growlers. You've achieved that goal. How does that feel?
Oh, it's awesome. It's obviously like a really good team, one of the best in Newfoundland, and just to be part of it is obviously awesome.
And now that you've made the team, what's your goal for the end of this season?
Oh, hopefully put up a couple points, improve as a player, and, maybe get drafted to the Q, see how that goes, and just improve as a person.
And what's the most challenging part about being a part of the Pinnacle Growlers? I know you're a big high school player as well. So, what's the hardest part playing so much hockey?
Over time, it starts to run you down. We went into overtime with Holy Spirit last night, actually. A lot of playing time, only at 5D, and my legs are kind of gone, so just stamina runs down over time.
And for any rookie player coming up this year with the goal to make the Pinnacle Growlers, what's your advice to them?
Oh, get to the gym, work on your cardio, your strength, because obviously physicality is a big part of the game. And, just try your best.
And is there any NHL player, past or current, you compare yourself to, and why?
I'd say probably Cale McCarr. I like to get up in the rush, make a couple passes, score a couple goals. So, he's a great player.
All right, Nathan, thank you very much, and best luck with the rest of your season.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey everyone, this is No Time Off with Seth Hyde, and I'm joined here with Brandon Philpott. Brandon, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. So Brandon, I know you're a big soccer player with Mount Pearl Soccer Association. What's the hardest part about juggling two high-level sports?
I think, just like the commitment for both of them. I obviously love hockey and soccer, but it's just hard to play both, obviously. But, when I play both the sports, I just like to, flush that all away, have fun and just work hard.
And how do you train during the off-season for hockey and soccer?
I train with Atlantic Pro Sports, a few of my buddies, like some of them on the Growlers. And we just train like just basic stuff like hockey and soccer based, a bunch of lifting and stuff, so yeah.
And what was the hardest part about making a back-to-back champion as a first year?
You know, I think just the adjustment playing against kids 2 years older than you. I think it's, you know, it's hard, but I think I've adjusted to it now, and I think it's really, so far, it's been really fun.
And you had a phenomenal game against Tri-Penn last weekend. You got bumped up with Andy and Nolan. How did that feel?
Oh, it felt amazing. You know, getting a bit of change of scenery was nice, and playing with two amazing players like that obviously helped a lot, so it felt great out there.
And Brandon, what NHL player can be past or present do you compare yourself to and why?
I would like to compare myself to Patrice Bergeron, as I am a big Bruins fan. They recently beat the Leafs, I think it was last week, right?
Yeah. I'd like to forget about that one.
And the reason I like to compare myself to him is just like he had a really strong two-way game, so I like to, you know, contribute on the defensive and offensive end as much as possible just to help my team. So that's why I compare myself to Patrice Bergeron.
It must have hurt when he retired this offseason as well.
It did, yes, I know, and his buddy David Krejci too. That hurt as well.
It was exciting for us Leafs fans, but it was sad to see such a great player go. I really like Patrice Bergeron as well. Brandon, thank you so much, and best luck with the rest of your season.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey everyone, this is No Time Off with Seth Hyde, and I'm joined here with Blake Maloney. Blake, how you doing today?
Good, you?
I'm doing good, thanks. So Blake, this is your first year with the Pinnacle Growlers. What did you do during the off season to make this team?
I just trained really hard and, I don't know, just went to a lot of camps and got better.
And what's your goal for the end of this season?
Be better than whenever I was.
And this summer, how are you going to train to make the team next year, even go away to prep school?
I'm just going to go to more camps and be better.
And what's your favorite part about being on the Pinnacle Growlers?
A good group, bunch of guys, and I just like them all.
And what have you learned on and off the ice as a member of the Pinnacle Growlers?
Be better to your family and friends and support them.
And is there any NHL player, past or present, you compare yourself to and why?
No, I really like Cale McCarthy. He has a good game, and that's all I like about him.
All right, Blake, thank you very much, and best luck with the rest of your season.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the DF Barnes Arena for period number 2 between the Pinnacle Growlers and the East Coast Blizzard. It was a bit of a boring first period, to say the least. Lots of offsides and icing calls and neutral zone play. But the snipe from Nolan Avery is what's been the difference so far. The only goal we've seen so far tonight. So let's see if that'll change here in the second period. There's no doubt in my mind that it will. We'll see some more offense here. The last game these two teams played against each other was 6-2 for the Growlers, which was obviously a very offensive game. Here comes Andy Knight. Tried to leave it for Nolan Avery, just couldn't get there in time, and a reverse hit by Marnell on Tucker there. Tucker will be in the interview during the intermission of period number 2. Him, Connor Huzzy, Drew Caines, and Jack Chafer in that one. Here's Kelly trying to take it in. Tucker dumps it down low. It's passed up to Kelly. Gave it for Chafe, who tried to cycle it back into the zone, but just couldn't get it past the defense. Here's Philpott looking for it on the boards. It comes to Kosh. Avery looking to get a hold of the puck. Now it's Philpott. Shoved up against the boards there, and it looks like he's going to draw a penalty against Marner. And for the second time this game, the Growlers are on the power play. They're 0 for 1, but Nolan Avery scored just 5 seconds after the power play was over. So will they finally get one on the power play here? Or will Nolan Avery have to score 5 seconds after it's over again? We'll see what happens. Putting out a different unit this time. Skinner, Kearley, Boland as the forwards, and then Dobbin, who they're trying to ease back into hockey, and Jack Chafe. Dobbin actually looks pretty good out there. His injury was pretty bad, to say the least. I mean, when you get injured in your leg, it's not very easy to rehabilitate yourself, especially this quickly. But he's back in action, and we're happy to see him back in action. Oh, rebound in front. Oh, Michael Skinner almost just scored a worldie of a goal there. Almost pulled it between his legs and got it to the forehand, but Ty Comden was quick enough to swipe it away with his stick. Chafe down low and all the way around to Reed Chafe. Avery at the point. Sends it over to Chafe. Back for Avery. Down low, Boland. To Chafe, Boland drives to the net. Avery to Boland. Boland using the body there on the boards. Over to Chafe, back for Avery. Avery, pass in front, oh, what a pass to Reed Chafe, who almost redirected it in. Avery almost had his 3rd assist against the Blizzard this season. Now Tucker to Avery. Back to Avery, and now Knight, and now Chafe, shot rebound for Tucker. Just couldn't put it into the back of the net. Here's Avery, back to Tucker, walks in, shoots as we get back to even strength here. Another great penalty kill by the Blizzard, managing to keep the Growlers off the board, but I don't know if they got it out of their own end once. Down, kept in by Gillespie. Tucker to Avery, nice move. Avery finds Gillespie. Lots of traffic in front to take a shot. He tried to send it to Avery at the back door, and it's turned around and fired out of play, and Nolan Avery and Pilgrim having a joke about that with 16:02 remaining. Well, folks, if you followed any Canadian sports in the last couple of days, you've heard about the Shohei Ohtani sweepstakes. He is a MLB player. For those of you who don't know, he's like, put it in hockey terminology for you, he's like the Connor McDavid of the MLB. And there's strong rumors that he's going to sign with the Toronto Blue Jays for a hefty amount of money. It's yet to be released yet, but there's lots of rumors, such as a flight being booked to Toronto from Anaheim, which is where he is playing right now with the Angels. He is a free agent at the moment. And there's a private jet flight booked from Anaheim to Toronto, and a restaurant right next to where the Blue Jays play to, the Sky Dome, a sushi restaurant booked out for 50 people. So a lot of people are really speculating that the Connor McDavid of baseball is coming to the Toronto Blue Jays. And for those of you who own Rogers, you're helping pay for probably the best athlete in the world. He's the best pitcher in the MLB and also the best batter. Can you believe that? He's in the debate of top 5 athlete of all time. Don't watch baseball very much. It's only usually in the summer months I turn it on when there's no hockey or anything. But boy, would it be exciting to see Ohtani come to Toronto. Here's Huzzy. Has it on the boards. Played back into Devereaux. Up to Canes. Now Anstey brought it in, and I thought I heard the whistle. I didn't think I was going crazy, but it was called for offsides there with 14:56 left to go now in the second period of play. Still 1 goal in the game so far. Well, a former Newfoundland Growler is in action for his NHL debut tonight. Mark Johnstone, who played with the Growlers during the 2021-22 season, is playing his first NHL game with the Pittsburgh Penguins against the Florida Panthers. I think that game is on right now, actually. So, huge congratulations to him. He's actually a pretty good player during his time with the Growlers. Here's Anstey. Tried to bring it in. It's given away on the boards. Tilly. Bringing it in. Gillespie. Passes it over to Chafe. Walks in and shoots just over the net. And it gets out of the zone. Bolin played it ahead. Tilly taking it in. Bolin behind him. A shot. It just got turned aside by Comden. Bolin has it, lost it, and East Coast Blizzard come on the counter-attack the other way. Kosh comes in on net. Devereaux using the body on the boards. Bolin up to Jack Chafe. Chafe coming in. Tried to shovel that one on goal, and now Devereaux's going to chase it the other way. Devereaux up. Marnell bats it down. 1 assist this season against the Growlers for him so far. Oh, what a pass up to Avery, but Declan Flynn got there to bat it down. And now he takes it up the other side. Flynn, a shot on Harnham, and a great save. What an effort from him. Batted it down and took it on a little trip and almost beat Jesse Harnham with the shot on the low side. Let's see what Blizzard can do off this face-off here. See if they can make something happen. Here's Connors. Out to the blue line, down, moves in. Andy Knight takes off. Tucker going to the net. Knight tried to slip it through the legs, and the net is off its moorings again. Seems like that end of the ice, the net comes off a lot this game so far. It's probably the 3rd or 4th time that's happened. Well, folks, as I mentioned earlier, the canteen is open tonight. It's a fundraiser for the Holy Heart Chair Team, I believe. And they're really fighting inflation down there. I went down with $10 for to get something for Mom and Dad and myself, and it ended up being $3 for a cookie, a water, and ketchup chips. Sounds like a story my Nana tell me from back in the day where she could get all that stuff for 10 cents. Well, now in the days of inflation, we could get all that stuff for $3. Here's Knight trying to keep it in. Spurl looks to play it off the boards. Here's Spurl coming in. Tucker off the boards. Now Avery passes it over to Knight. Dumps it down low. Avery gonna move in. Avery. Now Knight. Look to pass it to Gillespie. Back down low. Tucker puts the pressure on down. It's cleared. Gillespie left to regroup with pressure being laid by Elias Marner. Now Tucker off the boards. Avery comes in. Giving away. Marner, nice move. Just put a little bit too much on it. And Gillespie plays it all the way around the wall to Avery, who just redirects it out. Sent in and redirected down by Avery. Connors off the boards. Chafe tried to send it in front. Earl showing off the edge work. Tried to pass it ahead. Avery dumps it back in. Growlers caught in the offside trap. Here's Spurl. Spurl shoots. It goes up in the air and played Plinko on its way down into the people down behind the net there. Saw a clip of one of Shea Weber's slap shots the other day, and it hit the glass, and it was so loud it made everybody behind the glass jump. He had the hardest slap shot, or one of the hardest slap shots in NHL history. He was always finished just about a kilometer behind Zdeno Chara in the slap shot competition at the All-Star game. He once put the puck through the net at the Vancouver 2010 Olympics. Haven't seen a player do that in a while. Here's Quinlan. Tried to take it in. Avery intercepted. And now Avery still going with the puck. He was brought down on the boards. Now Chafe in there and a big hit laid. And now Jack Chafe coming in to stick up for his brother. And it looks like Chafe could be going to the box here. So Chafe is going to the box. Russell headed to the box as well. Looks like it will be 4-on-4. So it looks like it is going to stay as 5-on-5. Oh no, Anstey is going to serve a penalty here. So it is going to be a power play now for the Growlers. So let's see if they can get their first power play goal of the night. Face off, one back to the point to Devereaux. Devereaux fakes the shot, and it looked like it hit the ankle bone of Andy Knight. He's going to try to power through it here. Devereaux, Boland, back to Devereaux. Devereaux winds, waits, opens up long, wrist shot, scored! It was tipped in front. Micah Tucker, and for the first time tonight, the Growlers have scored on the power play just 18 seconds in to the power play. Nice patience by Devereaux. He saw Tucker drive into that net. Tucker called out to him. Devereaux took the shot, and now the Growlers have a 2-goal lead. And it looks like the storm surge of the blizzard is starting to move out of DF Barnes Arena for the first time in almost 2 full seasons. The Growlers also haven't beaten the blizzard in a game I've called yet, so will tonight finally be the night? They're the only team left to tick off the box. Here's Devereaux. Nice move across the top. Devereaux passes it over to Kearley, and he took a deflection off of his stick and knocked Nolan Avery's glove off on the bench. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen before. So Nolan Avery, Leo Avery, and Andy Knight and Noah Bolin are all in action with Gonzaga tomorrow night here at DF Barnes. And as well as Finley Dobbin and Drew Caines for Holy Spirit. So those 5 guys will be playing against each other tomorrow. There's 6 guys, and they're all teammates on the Growlers, so we'll see if Finley Dobbin will play that one. High school, we know, is a lot chippier than the under-18 AAA league. Lots of penalty minutes in those high school games, that's for sure. Here's Andrews. Plays it back in. Harnum leaves it for Gillespie. Now Huzzy trying to free it on the boards. Gillespie off the wall and around the corner. Ralph brought down on the boards by Kelly. Here's Kearley. Coming in, banked off the boards, and managed to get a shot on net off that. Huzzy played it to Caines. Out to the point. Gillespie with the shot. The rebound in front. Huzzy couldn't get the shot. And now all alone is Kelly to get the blizzard on the board. He does! And that might be the goal that turns the game around. Kelly tucks it into the corner. The Blizzard are back in it. Nice interception. And a beautiful shot. And the Blizzard could have turned it right around there with 8:11 left to go in the second period. Well, we got a game on our hands, folks. Don't go away. Bolin and Connors at the dot. Here's Tilley hustling to the puck. Played around. Dobbin turns it into Bolin. Spurl gives it across to Flynn. Tried to lift it into the zone, and Bolin brings it back in. Bolin to Skinner, back to Bolin. Bolin being fended off the boards by Flynn. Bolin still has it down behind the net. It comes to Skinner. Now Chafe looking to shoot it through traffic. The rebound's in front. Oh, what a stop by Comden. Saved the first shot and then the rebound. Here's Connors. Trying to bring it ahead, and it's turned over. Bolin brings it back into the zone. Dumped down low, Tilley. Look to play it to Skinner. Now Spurl. Spurl sent it ahead to Connors. Intercepted. Dobbin up to Skinner. Skinner has it down behind the net. Almost lost an edge there. It's Dobbin coming in. Switch to the backhand. Actually, Michael Skinner, I forgot about him. He also goes to Holy Spirit as well. So 7 Pinnacle Growlers players will be in action tomorrow night. So that should be an exciting game for sure. Dobbin plays it down low. Actually, Michael Skinner just won the 4A Provincial Indoor Soccer Championship with Holy Spirit. So he's not only a good hockey player and a championship-winning hockey player, he also took home that 4A provincial title. Quinlan to the backhand, turned aside, and now it's Marner. Rips it on net and saved by Hernum with 6:01 left to go in this second period of play. Pinned up against on the boards by Chafe. Now Reed Chafe looking to break it out of the zone. Pass across, Chafe tries to get a hold of it. Here's Earl bringing it back in. Sent down low and comes back out to the point. Quinlan covering on defense again. It seems like he always gets stuck with that job. Now it's up the middle. Patty Quinlan takes it up the other way. Quinlan tried to take it in, and now it's a breakaway for Andy Knight. Knight in, oh my goodness! Andy Knight, what a goal, what a move. You gotta love that one. He scored in a second straight game against the Blizzard. And he strikes again. What a beautiful goal. That was a thing of beauty from the captain. It's down low, Avery. Gives it to Devereaux. Kelly, pass in front to Kosh off the bar. Oh, what a shot. It hit Devereaux and changed direction, and it looked troublesome for Hernum. Oh, Nolan Avery almost just made Sports Center with that nifty move. And he hit the crossbar at the other end of the ice. Gosh, the goaltender's best friends have had a great shift so far. Knight slips free, Kosh. Down low, Avery, oh, he's taken down by Kosh on the boards. Now Knight trying to sneak it in front to Avery, another shot. And it hit Comden on the high stick side. And again, it's just enough to keep it out of the net. Andrews has it down low. Coming up the other side is Spurl. Spurl sends it in on goal, and a huge hit laid there by Connor Huzzy. And it's a 2-on-1 for Canes, but oh, it looks like we have a penalty coming up on Spurl and a bit of pain there. Great sportsmanship by Brady Ralph to go over and give him a little tap to make sure he's okay. So we'll see what the penalty will be to Connor Huzzy there. Jeff Weber was at the 4A Provincials today at Gonzaga for the girls division. Came right here after he was done with that, and it looks like Spurl will be okay, which is good to see. Just might have got the wind knocked out of him. And Dr. Kirby is up on her feet, and she's ready for action as well if she needs to be called down. I think it should be paid overtime for Dr. Kirby now, coming to the Pinnacle Growlers games. So it's going to be 2 minutes for Connor Huzzy. And the East Coast Blizzard have a chance to get back into this game here. Out to the blue line, Andrews waits, gives it across. Locking in, sent down low. Andrews keeps it in. Andrews, a shot just wide. And now Connors turned around and tried to shoot. It was fanned on. Andrews waits at the point. Andrews steps in and shoots just wide. It almost banked out in front of the net. Tucker takes it, tries to clear. No, kept in. Great hustle by the Blizzard so far. Andrews at the blue line. Kosh with the shot. And it got redirected wide of the net. Gillespie off the boards. Pilgrim over to Andrews. A shot through traffic, and it just hit Harnham enough to stay out. Pilgrim fakes. Andrews walks. A shot redirected, and it hits the netting. So 1:01 left to go on the power play for the Blizzard. All over the Growlers so far. So let's see if they can keep it up here with another offensive zone face-off. See what they can do off the draw. Not a very big crowd here for this game tonight up in the seats. It's mainly people stood all around the boards here tonight. Guess they want to see that ice level view for such a great game between two fantastic teams. Here's Flynn bringing it in on net. Knight over to Canes. Canes leads the charge shorthanded here. Knight waits. Here's Quinlan. Quinlan taking it in. You recognize that name. His dad, Robin, owns the Quinlan Fish Plant out in Bayvert, or Beit Evert, sorry. Goodness, I should know that. That's where my family's from, out in that area as well. Yeah, he owns the fish plant out there, so hopefully he'll hook me up with a couple of cod someday. No, just kidding. Here's Bolin. Trying to get it on the boards. He sends it up tonight. I actually think that fish plant is, if I'm correct here, is the most up-to-date in the world. I am correct in saying that? Yes, okay. My dad is telling me I'm right. Here's Quinlan taking it up the other side. Quinlan has it down low. Now Dobbin tries to take it over. Russell. Up ice, Tilley banks it off the boards. Can Skinner beat the icing? Yes, he does, as we get back to even strength. Dobbin backs in. Played it down low to Skinner. Back out to Dobbin. Down to Skinner. He played it off the boards. Here's Skinner with it again. Skinner twists away. Out to the blue line to Dobbin. Dobbin around the boards to Bolin. Got sandwiched against the board. Skinner from a tight angle just couldn't beat Comden. Ryland Tilley now trying to get it on the boards. Sent up the middle. Here come the Blizzard up the other way. Nifty little move, but Chafe was right there and waiting. Around the wall it goes to Tilly. Tilly tried to send it up the middle. Now Connors down low to Dobbin. Here's Connors with it again. Out to the point. Pilgrim shoots. A tip in front by Philip Snow, getting his first shift of the night here, and he's looking to make an impact. Now Bolin, 2-on-1 with Skinner. Bolin, what a pass! And the net comes off again. What an effort by Bolin. That was a beautiful pass. I don't know how he managed to just squeeze it under Pilgrim's whole body. And Skinner tried to go to the backhand and took a tumble into Comden. He looks a little shaken up, but it looks like he will be okay. So 2.3 to go in the third period of play. And oh my goodness, that's not the score. It's not 18-1 for the Growlers. Not quite sure what happened there. It's almost like a basketball score here. It's just 2 seconds left. Let's see what they can do. Tied up, Gillespie off the draw. Oh, Brady Ralph had an open net. He just ran out of time, and him and Ty Comden there having a laugh about that one. That would have been Brady Ralph's first goal with the Pinnacle Growlers, and he is really upset about that one. He's having a laugh on his way to the dressing room. All right, folks, we got a couple of more interviews for you during the intermission, so don't go anywhere. Hey everyone, this is No Time Off with Seth Hyde, and I'm joined here with Micah Tucker. Micah, how you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. So Micah, what's your favorite part about being on this Pinnacle Growler squad the last 2 years?
Well, the guys are great, and you know, they're always nice to us, and I feel like there's no really so it's good, and it's also a great experience as well.
And what's your favorite memory being a part of the Pinnacle Growlers?
Definitely the win last year in the finals, and Atlantics was great as well. It was a great experience.
And what's your goal for the end of the season this year?
Hoping to get the three-peat this year, and do good at Atlantics as well, and get a few wins, Monctonian and Ice Jam.
And I notice you're a very physical player out there, especially the last couple of weeks. How do you think that helps the boys on the bench?
Well, usually it likes to get the guys going, and you know, just gets the game going, a lot of energy, you know, flows the game.
And what do you tend to work on during the off season?
I kind of work out a lot, build a lot of muscle, and try to gain my speed as well.
And what NHL player, past or present, do you compare yourself to, and why?
Crosby. Crosby's a hard worker. He was on the physical side a little bit. He liked to score goals, and he was great with his teammates. Great leader as well, so I kind of look up to Crosby.
All right, Micah, thank you very much, and best luck with the rest of your season.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, this is No Time Off with Seth Hyde, and I'm joined here with Connor Huzzy. Connor, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing good. You had a wicked weekend against Western. How did that feel?
It felt pretty good. Get a couple goals, get a couple points, get on the point board, yeah.
So I got to ask you, ever since you missed that penalty shot against Western, I don't know what's happened to you. I mean, you've just came out of a cage. Has there been any motivation since that, or have you worked harder? I mean, what's happened?
I had to work harder in practice, doing the penalty shots and the breakaways, and I had to just shoot the puck more and put the puck in the back of the net more. Kind of motivate me to score more goals.
And I know you're a big high school hockey player with Mount Pearl Senior High. How does that conflict with the AAA schedule?
I miss a lot of high school games, and I love playing high school hockey, but I'd rather play AAA and do all that stuff, before high school.
So what have you learned as a member of the Pinnacle Growlers on and off the ice?
It's a bunch of great guys, and my skill from the team from the last 2 years, I'm just getting better and better every time I'm on the ice with the team. Yeah, and it's just a bunch of great guys.
So what NHL player do you compare yourself to, and why, past or present?
Probably Mitch Marner. Yeah.
Any reason why?
Yeah, he's a playmaker, and he can put the puck in the back of the net.
I remember he missed a penalty shot last year, and then after that he went on a point streak, so you kind of got the same thing going.
There you go, yeah. Something that we have in common.
All right, thank you very much, Connor, and best luck with the rest of your season.
All right, thank you too.
Hey everyone, this is No Time Off with Seth Hyde, and I'm joined here with Drew Canes. Drew, how you doing today?
Good.
Drew, I know you're a big high school hockey player with the Holy Spirit Falcons. How do you juggle high school and the Pinnacle Growlers?
You know, like I prioritize Growlers first, but like, you know, I go to all that I can do with high school, but Growlers comes first.
And what's the hardest part about being a member of the Pinnacle Growlers, you know, juggling it with school and everyday life?
I mean, a lot of weekends is a commitment to the team, but you know, like most weekdays I can get my studying in and stuff like that, so it's not bad.
What have you learned as a Pinnacle Growler on and off the ice?
Hard work beats talent.
And what was the hardest part about making the Pinnacle Growlers?
I would say beating out like all the other, like there's a lot of other good players and stuff, and like it's hard to, you know, like I don't know, it's just like it's hard to make it. There's a lot of good players and stuff in tryouts.
And is there any NHL player, past or present, you compare yourself to, and why?
Maybe Bergeron because he's like a 200-foot player.
All right, Drew, thank you very much, and best luck with the rest of your season.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, this is No Time Off with Seth Hyde, and I'm joined here with Jack Chafe. Jack, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. So Jack, you had a pretty bad injury at the start of the season. I mean, you made a very speedy recovery, and in your first game back, you had a couple of assists. How did you rehabilitate so quickly?
You know, I've had actually 2 this year, so that's not my first one. But you know, I love a bit of hockey, so I had to get back quick and wanted to see the boys out here, so I rushed back.
And what was the hardest part about that injury?
You know, like just knowing if I get hit again in the head, I'm probably done hockey for a good bit. So hopefully I can protect my head a bit and, you know, watch out for that.
And this is your 3rd year with the Pinnacle Growlers and your 3rd year with the O'Donnell Patriots. You've won a championship every year you've played with both of those hockey teams. So are you sick of winning yet, Jack?
No, hopefully we can win another one this year too. But, you know, it's not looking good right now, but hopefully the boys can come together a bit for O'Donnell.
And what's your job as a 3rd-year player on the Pinnacle Growlers?
You know, just show the 1st and 2nd years what we do around here and how it's done, and hopefully they can keep the winning going.
And if you have any advice to 09 coming up next year, looking to make the team, what's your advice?
You know, just work hard, give it your all, and you'll do good.
And is there any NHL player, past or present, you compare yourself to, and why?
My favorite player is Crystal Tang, so I might have to go with him.
All right, Jack, thank you very much, and best luck with the rest of your season.
Thanks for having me.
All right, everybody, welcome back to our third and final period of play. The Pinnacle Growlers lead at 3-1 as we head into the final frame. Growlers looking to beat the Blizzard on the first time on home soil in almost 2 full seasons. They're looking to break the curse, but can the Blizzard keep the curse going? They still got plenty of time to make a comeback, so let's see if they can pull it off. Should be interesting to see. It's going to be a fun one, that's for sure. Both teams making their way to center ice to get ready for this third period. Let's see what this has in store for us live from the DF Barnes Arena. Well, I left out one player on the national ball hockey squad for Canada. Zach Earl was the only one I left out on that team that was one of the players that made it who's out here on the ice. So my apologies about that. Here's Andrews taking a shot right off the face-off, and it was gloved down by Harnum. Well, quite the offensive start to this third period of play so far. Rebounds in front for Butcher, a shot from Arnell, a shot goes wide. Now it's Butcher trying to dance away on the boards there. Pilgrim waits, takes the shot, redirected up. Kosh sends it on goal to Butcher, and it's just cleared out of the zone. Avery trying to get it. Philpott moved in to lay on the pressure. Andrews turned it over to Avery. Now Russell, fans on the shot. Here's Nolan Avery. Avery tried to send it on goal, but he got it intercepted, and now Micah Tucker left to regroup. Here's Knight. Tried to get to it, and it's Tucker will take it over. Finds Jack Chafe. Dumped down low, Andrews. Marner bringing it in on net. Knight looked for it. Goes up and over the netting and out of play with 18-17 left to go, and it looks like Tucker took a stick to the unprotected spot there. We hope he is okay. That's the second person that's got a stick up there this game. Ethan Percy was the first one, and now Tucker is the second. I don't think we've seen Percy out here since that, so we hope he is okay. And if it is serious, we hope he makes a speedy recovery. Here's Avery. Oh, not someone you want to leave all alone. Knight for number 2, and Andy Knight has got 2. What a pass by Nolan Avery up through the middle, and Knight just tucks it in. Lovely play, and it's 4-1 for the Growlers. Knight's second of the game. Avery's second point of the game. That line's on fire. And Andy Knight has another. So let's see if the Blizzard can get back into this game here. Still 18:01 remaining in this one. So plenty of time for them to make something happen. And if you haven't noticed, Spurl is gone after Huzzy the whole shift, and now they're tied up. Spurl, ever since the face-off, was punching and slashing Connor Huzzy. I don't know how the refs never picked up on that. So it looks like Huzzy will go to the box. Obviously, Huzzy laid the hit on Spurl earlier in the game. Well, I'll say one thing. Connor Huzzy never fought me during the interview. So, there you go. That's the same thing that happened last week. Daniel Kearley, we interviewed him, and then the same game he got into a racket down on the board. So the curse continues here this game tonight. Player that we interview gets into a scrap. So that'll be a 4-minute penalty against Philip Snow. And then it looks like Spurl is going to get a penalty as well. So it's 5-on-3 for 2 minutes for the Growlers. Yeah, right off the face-off, the entire line went after Connor Huzzy. I don't know if we got that on camera or not, but I'm not kidding. The 3 forwards went after Connor Huzzy and tried to hit him all at once. And then Spurl followed him up the ice, kept slashing him, hooking him, and he gave him a couple shots to the back. And then once the whistle went to, the fight broke out on the play. Here's Gillespie. Almost lost it in his feet there, and he's going to reset. Bank it off the boards to Skinner, and it takes a weird bounce, and Pilgrim takes off. Shoots just over. Now Pilgrim's going to take it out of his end and take it to the neutral zone, and Canes takes a little tumble there. Sent up the middle. Nice play by Russell. Maybe the Jays shouldn't be going for Otani. They should be going for Russell. Here's Pilgrim. Has it. Sends it all the way down again. Nice penalty kill so far from the Blizzard. Growlers have dominated them on the power play, but not this time around. O'Bolen went to pass it to Gillespie as he was heading off the ice. Pilgrim brings it back in. Up the ice it goes, and it's Andy Knight taking off. Knight left behind for Tucker. Devereaux with the shot from the point. It got redirected wide. I hear Andy Knight's nickname in the dressing room is Andy Delight Knight. And that stems from his hair color, the red hair he has. They say it's Pizza Delight, Andy Delight Knight, because the color of his hair and Pizza Delight match up. That's what I've been told. And also, I guess he's delightful to watch on the ice, especially here tonight with those 2 beauty breakaway goals. So 2 seconds left to go on 5-on-3. Oh, so this whole time it was only 1 penalty. It was a 4-minute penalty, so Drew Anstey gets to go back onto the bench. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen before. Here's Knight. Has the puck. Out to the point to Devereaux, and now Knight takes it back again. He wants that hat trick. Tucker, Chafe, shot stopped by Comden. Tucker, Devereaux, and now Knight back to Devereaux. A shot deflected and hits the netting. Well, nice patience by Devereaux. Huzzy comes out of the box. He's back on the bench. So let's see what the Growlers can do here with 1:31 remaining on that penalty. Tucker, Devereaux, Knight, Bolin, and Avery. What a line that is. Obviously, the absence of Ben O'Brien is shaking up these lines a little bit. And they're definitely looking a little bit different, but they're working out so far. A curse could be broken tonight. Devereaux over to Avery. Avery played it all the way around the boards, and Tucker was ready at the other side. Bolin out to Avery. Devereaux fakes. Now Bolin. Avery back to Bolin. Bolin down low to Tucker. Back to Bolin. And now Devereaux. To Bolin. Cycling down low is Tucker, and it's cleared down the ice by the Blizzard. A no-nonsense clearance. Up the middle it goes. Bolin couldn't get there. Now Avery takes it back into the zone. Try to get it to the point. Devereaux. Off the boards, Avery. Plays it in. Avery. Tucker. Back to Avery. Devereaux with the shot on net. Turned aside by Comden. Now Devereaux resets in his own end. Left it behind for Chafe. And he sent it ahead to Philpott. Turned it over on the boards, and Jack Chafe to Dobbin. And now Philpott. Reed Chafe is in there as well. What a pass by Philpott to Chafe for the backhand. What a stop by, oh my goodness. That was not meant to happen, but what a stop by Ty Comden. Is even getting applause from a soundboard that has its own mind over there. Great save. So, great game so far. Growlers very far ahead, but again, still plenty of time for a comeback. Avery almost jammed in the rebound. Here's Connors. Left behind for Snow. Tried to put the backhand on net, and Harnham got his glove hand out to cover that one up with 13:38 remaining. Growlers, as we talked about all night, has been the storyline, trying to finally beat the Blizzard on home soil for the first time in too long. Here's Pilgrim. Pilgrim shoots, blocked by Chafe. And that one stings a little bit, you can just tell. Avery pressuring Pilgrim. Up the middle it goes, and Philpott couldn't quite get it. Gavin Connors to Dobbin. Dobbin couldn't quite get enough arrow speed, I think is the word I'm looking for, to get that one up to Philpott, who was driving up the middle. Here's Philpott to Butcher. Chafe trying to get it. Butcher with the shot just wide of the net. Kelly turns and fires it back into the zone, and it's Gillespie. Down to Ralph. Nice moves by Chafe. Oh, and he's called for offsides. Unlucky. He had a bit of steam going into the zone there. Just couldn't finish the job. Well, the Newfoundland Growlers won in overtime tonight at Mary Brown Center. 4-3 win over the Maine Mariners. Big win for them. What a thrilling game that was by the sounds of it. Anstey up to Kelly. Flicks it up and into the penalty box and hits Spurl's stick. With 12:22 left to go in the third period. Folks, we'd like to thank you very much for tuning in to tonight's game, especially on this Friday night. Now it's a busy time of year, especially for all the moms out there. Especially, it seems like they're really busy doing the Christmas shopping and getting the gifts ready. Gillespie up to Tilly, and it's redirected in. Skinner putting the pressure on Marner. Down the ice it goes. Gillespie off the boards and around the corner to Ralph. Up the middle, Tilly. Flying into the zone. Flynn tries to break him off the puck. Here's Kelly. Sent ahead to Kosh. Kosh comes in, a shot off the post. Skinner breaking into the zone, giving away. Kelly has a look. Up the middle to Kosh. Quinlan shoots. The save rebound came out in front, and it's turned over to Bolin. Canes off the boards. Skinner couldn't get the tip, and that's going to be an icing call against the Growlers. Once again, folks, this period is brought to you by NL Kubota Limited. You will first appreciate their team and willingness to satisfy you. Oh. Well, I guess perfect timing there for the applause for NL Kubota Limited. Here's Bolin. Tries to get it on the boards. It makes its way around to Devereaux. Now it's Skinner. He'll wire that one into the zone. It's turned aside by Comden. Up the middle it goes. Pilgrim up to Chafe, who just managed to redirect it out of the zone. Folks, in the NHL right now, it's 1-1 in Panthers and Penguins. And in the Blues and Blue Jackets game, it's 2-1 Blue Jackets so far. So we hope that Mark Johnstone, we talked about earlier, former Newfoundland Growler, we hope he'll get on the score sheet maybe tonight. Here's Huzzy around the boards. Connors dumps it down low. Here's Chafe. Waits. Up to Carey. Nice play to redirect it down low. Earl. Nifty move to get away. Sent it to Butcher, and it's turned over at center. It's Huzzy driving to the net. Avery sent back to Huzzy, and it's given away. Snow on the boards. Snow playing for the Blizzard. How fitting is that? Here's Carey. Sending it back down low. And it bounces out in front to Avery, who left it behind for Huzzy. Now Dobbin, oh, he tried to kick it, and then Knight wasn't expecting it to get through. Knight sends it all the way down the ice, and it is going to be an icing call. He wants that hat trick. That's for sure, folks. He's had a great game so far. 3 goals in 2 games, in his last 2 against the Blizzard this season. So what a year he's having, especially against the Blizzard. And great game tonight from him. And hopefully he'll keep that going tomorrow night in his high school game. It looks like they drew up a play there. Nolan Avery was gunning it down the wing. He didn't even realize that they didn't have the puck. Here's Avery. Trying to get it. He has it in his own end. So Andy Knight and Nolan Avery now tied for second place in the standings, both with 33 points each after tonight's game. As it stands right now, oh, what a play by Knight to stay onside. He finds Avery. He scores. Nolan Avery has got another. That's point number 34 for Knight and Avery. Just as we were talking about them, they connect again. Avery's got 2. Knight's got 2 goals and an assist. Wow, that line is on fire. Nolan Avery loves to play on Friday nights. That's the night he has the most points this season so far. He right now, before tonight's game, he had 14 points on Friday nights, but now he'll have 17. What a track record that is. He now has 5 points in 3 games in December and still battling that shoulder injury. What a game he has had in his return. And once again, hopefully those two can carry that over tomorrow night for the high school game. Here's Kosh coming down the wing. Avery tried to get it, and what a snag by someone in the crowd there. Nice catch. I think the crowd should have shown him some more love for that one. So 7:32 left to go. It's 5-1 for the Pinnacle Growlers. And it looks like they are running away with this one. They could, as we've talked about all night, finally get the monkey off their back and beat the Blizzard on home ice. I mean, the Blizzard haven't had a bad game. I think the penalties is what really brought them down tonight, especially hanging out in that box a little bit. And it seemed like whenever the Growlers got it in the offensive zone, they'd put a puck on net on Comden. Blizzard had a great offensive game tonight, and if it wasn't for Comden and the Blizzard defense, I think this game would be double digits. That's for sure. It's been a very offensively dominated third period. Here's Marner. Breaks it free. Boland trying to fish it out on the boards. It's Quinlan taking it in. Turns back. Tried to send it in. Boland tried to put the pass up the middle, but Patty Quinlan intercepted. Quinlan with the shot, and Harnham with the snag. Nice save. So Andy Knight, in his last 5 games up until tonight, has had 6 points in his last 5. And now after tonight, it'll be 8 in his last 5, because obviously his game against the Western Kings will be unincluded now in that tally. Played out to center. It's Patty Quinlan who tried to look for Marner on the boards. Pilgrim moving in. Boland. There's Gillespie to Skinner. Skinner. Nice moves. Turned over to Butcher. It's Jack Chafe who tried to send it up the middle, but it's given away in his own end. Snow takes it into the zone. Chafe trying to get it, and it's turned over. Boland and Skinner 2-on-2 up the other way. Boland turns back around. Ralph waiting out at the blue line. Poked free by Skinner, and Snow clears it down the ice. Harnham is going to leave it for an icing call. Surprised he never decided to play that, to just burn out the clock a little bit. Guess he still wants to play it safe. So Huzzy back out on the ice. See what he can do. Shot right off the draw, stopped by Comden. Ralph looking to get that goal back that he just missed out on by a couple seconds there in the second period of play. Here's Kearley trying to get it. Butcher takes it over and sends it ahead to Connors. Canes up the middle. Snow will play it back in, and it's turned over. Drew Canes takes it up the other way. Canes trying to drive it to the net. Here's Huzzy. Huzzy brings it back, shoots, and scores! Connor Huzzy, what a goal! He was falling down, and on the last chance, he just scooped it into the net like he works at Moo Moo's Ice Cream. What a goal. Beauty play. So he needs to get an assist to get an official Gordie Howe hat trick. Got a goal, got a fight, and now an assist will complete it. Actually, a fun fact about the Gordie Howe hat trick. Gordie Howe doesn't have the most Gordie Howe hat tricks. Gordie Howe only has 2 Gordie Howe hat tricks. The man with the record is Cam Neely of the Boston Bruins. So I'm trying to figure out why they're not called Cam Neely hat tricks now. There's Ralph. Broke free on the boards. Kelly. With Huzzy in there as well. I say we put Andy Knight out and Connor Huzzy out at the same time. We'd have 2 different hat tricks. We'd have a goal hat trick and then a Gordie Howe hat trick, all in the same night. No pun intended there. Andy Knight. Same night. Well, it's been an interesting game. Usually when these 2 teams meet, it's a close affair. But tonight, the offense of the Growlers has been exceptional, and obviously the Blizzard were missing a couple of players tonight, which hurt them a little bit. Here's Andrews. Has it down low, banked it off the boards. It's a 2-on-2. Marnell patiently passed it to Kosh, but he got tied up by Pilgrim. Andrews to Kelly, and down low it goes. Kosh sent it in front. Cleared away by Tucker. Pilgrim has it at the point, shooting it just over the net. Avery takes it up the other side. He's another player that could get a hat trick tonight. So we got 2 goal hat tricks and a Gordie Howe hat trick up for grabs. We got to get at least one of them. Marner with the C on his jersey this year for the Blizzard. Elias Marner takes it in. Marner will fire it right on. Rebound, and it's just kept out of the net by Harnum. I don't know how he managed to keep it out. It's Anstey and Harnum with the fantastic save. Unbelievable stop. And it's Nolan Avery racing up the other way. Avery tried to hop around Drew Anstey. Just couldn't do it, and Quinlan is going to take it back in here. Chafe, down low to Ralph. Now Chafe gets it again. Last time Avery was in action here at DF Barnes Arena was against Tri-Pen, and he had 2 goals in that game as well. And Tri-Pen actually pulled their goalie, but they didn't put Tucker out on the, they didn't put Avery out on the ice to get the hat trick, and Micah Tucker ended up scoring the empty netter. Connors trying to take it in on goal, and it's given away to Chafe. Oh, nice move. Chafe takes it in, turns back. Now he gives it to his brother Jack, whose shot is gloved down by Comden with 1:26. That remains here in the 3rd period of play. So I think it's safe to say the Growlers are finally going to do it, folks. Again, I don't think the score really tells the tale here tonight. The Growlers' offense has just been so dangerous tonight. Every time they've come into the zone, it seems like they've had a goal-scoring opportunity. And the Blizzard had trouble getting them out, forcing them out of the zone, and I think that's what brought them down tonight, as well as the penalties. Here's Connors, still driving, and again, kudos to the Blizzard. I mean, a lot of teams would give up being down by such a wide margin, but Blizzard are still hanging in there, still pushing for a goal. Marner. Back to Debro. Up to Skinner. Chafe driving to the net. And Skinner went to put it down low, but Chafe turned around and went for a change. Now down. Up the other way. Turned over to Pilgrim. Flicks it down the ice, and oh, nice pass. Skinner racing in. Earl tied up on the play. Tilly tried to throw it on net. Just 5 seconds remaining. And finally, after 2 long seasons, the Growlers have got Blizzard out of the forecast at DF Barnes Arena. They've finally done it. And for the first time in my broadcasting career, the Growlers have beaten the Blizzard on Seth Hyde Sportside YouTube channel. What a feeling. Great game from both teams. Blizzard stuck in there till the very end. What a great final game of the 2023 year for the NLU18MHL League. It's the final game of the year for the Growlers on home ice that I'll be covering. So what a great 2023 it's been for this team. A championship run all the way back in March. And now a breaking of a curse here to end it all off. Great game from both teams. Folks, we wish you a very Merry Christmas or a Happy Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate. So happy holidays to anyone watching out there, and Happy New Year as well. We won't be back till January, I don't think it is. So we'll see you next year, folks. Be sure to be kind to one another, stay safe, and we'll see you in 2024.